First of all, I'd like to thank, and I'm going to read this because I'll lose it. Thank you to Jeff, Alvia, Linda for putting all this together, our great sergeant for allowing us to do all this. I'm very grateful for all the work that you put into it. And thank you, my mom and dad, for your love and your guidance, for teaching me to always be respectful of people and their property. I had a love for magic markers. I'll explain the property part later. Thank you to my sisters and brothers for an ongoing support and love for our department. And thank you to my nieces and nephews for keeping us in business. And I'm just kidding, I love you guys. And a shout out to little Rachel, who is in the Navy overseas, loving me. Thank you to Tina and Capri for your ongoing love, strength. Nothing without you guys. Okay, back to the property part. A lot of you guys don't know how I started here. She touched a little bit on it. Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it, I'm leaving. My senior year, I thought I'd be funny and do a senior prank. I think they call it vandalism here. But my dad taught me, to respect people's property. So I didn't do anything permanent. All I did was mix some relish and mustard and vinegar and all kinds of junk. And I was doing all the doorknobs late at night at Santa Ana High School. And at that time, Ross, you could go straight through, drive through. And the auditorium, I was real cool doing his stuff. And whoop, whoop, put your hands up. Call it red-handed, yellow, green, and the po-po. So following week, I had a meeting with the police, school resource officers, my counselor, who already knew me on a first name basis. And he gave me the ultimatum. He says, either you get expelled, he says, or you become a police explorer. And so I was dumb, but I wasn't stupid. So I became a police explorer, and then on I just loved it, and I just moved on up and up and up, and everything I learned on duty from the best. Oh, you guys, man, because we're all my mentors. And I know I'm very, very fortunate because that wouldn't happen today. That's why I never talked about it, because it wasn't cool what I did. And I got a break. They gave this little cholita a little break, and they saw something in me. And at first, they were very hesitant. Had detectives looking at me like, oh, since when did we start hiring gangbangers? I said, don't judge a book by its cover. I'll prove you wrong. And I did. I've always been very respectful of this department. I think we have one of the best. And I brag about that today. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss you guys a lot. And I'm going to miss the most is that little girl right there. Always been my partner for so long. And I feel like when I get up in the morning, it's not to come to work, it's to go to school. We're going to play. We're going to have fun. Another day with Elvia. So it's going to be really hard. But luckily I left close, and I'll pick her up at breakfast on Mondays when there's no sergeants. I mean lunch. I'll pick her up for lunch. That's what I meant. And I'll pick up her lunch break. And so we're still going to be tight, And I just want to thank her for all these years. She's always been there for me, and she's been so loyal to me, and she's never backstabbed me. She's always helped me every time I needed help, and she's smart, man. That girl's smart. She's educated. I wasn't. I learned everything I learned here. I learned a lot, but we didn't have money for college or anything like that. So this little cookie, she's really smart, and I'm proud of her, and I learned a lot from her. I want to thank you. I love her very much. She's like a sister to me. I used to say daughter, but she says sister, so I'll go with that. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you at my party tomorrow.